Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And here we go from Miami. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Now a give running right. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Finish.
Here's 2nd and 14. Looking right, and he finds him. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt. Following that completion, a member of the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. 2 and out from the gun. Hits his running back. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
New set of downs for him at the 38. They'll run here on 1st down. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Ready.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
20 TX.
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
He's right, no.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he found a little room to turn it into a nice gain down to the 6. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2. Staying grounded with Swift. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. 4 yards on the play, and that picks up a 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Swift will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal. Barrels in for the touchdown. The Dolphins finish up an excellent opening series. Now the PAT try coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Right to the air, Burrow. His first throw is an interception. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. PAT effort coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins drive out to an early 14-0 lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. From his own end zone, here we go. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
On 1, ready?
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
After the pick, here's Burrow again. Chased out to his right. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Malik Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. So it's 2nd down coming up.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
Throwing the out route complete. And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Wow, beautiful punt there. They have them backed up all the way to the 2-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Good.
Here's Swift to start the drive. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he hauls this one up to the 11 before being stopped. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And he's hoping for good results on his first look of the night. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. He'll start from the 39. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. That punt goes 63 yards. And the Bills will take over possession. 1st and 10 from the 41. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
We've arrived at the end of one. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They still have 10 to go here. It's 2nd down.
11.
Burrow setting up the play action. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
With the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, and it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Play action now, Burrow. On the move, headed right. They'll make a bid for it on the ground.
You know, sometimes, and you've heard this from a lot of the great coaches, know when to lose a battle to win the war. And that time, just simply not taking a loss, pretty big deal for the offense.
The Bills with a punt team out there. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And this was certainly a miss hit, low and pretty short. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it'll be Dolphins football. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
All right.
A handoff left for Swift. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. Going run again with Swift. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st down, here's Swift. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Ready.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Turbo 1. Hut.
Give now to the running back.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Hey!
Back-to-back carries here. Nice run across the 15. And he's finally brought down at the 9. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
Another carry for him. Takes it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take a 20-zip lead. Now we'll see them try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins stretch their lead to 21. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Fielded at the 7. He lost the football. And the fumble recovery is made.
These guys are flying down the field. Reminds me of the guys at Braveheart. But different than Braveheart, these guys got two things on their mind. Number one, get the returner down. And number two, try to separate the ball if they can. It's rare that it happens, but boy, is it big when it does.
Go ahead. Set.
On first down, they'll run. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be first down, Miami.
Yeah, you want to get above 5 yards to carry? Well, put together runs like that. And I'll tell you what else a run like that does, Kate. That sets up the play action, right? When you really just gouge and gash a defense like that, the next time you run that action, they're going to be thinking running the ball could go right over their head.
Out.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. The Dolphins in possession. Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Set.
They give it to him again. Has the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot, but on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you can strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating. And yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Chooses to bring this one out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him.
At their own 18-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Set.
Burrow from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
On first down, here's Burrow. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Get set. Set.
To throw again, it's Burrow. Completed to his running back. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Rhythm.
Here we go.
You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience.
Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Joshua Williams has it. And the Dolphins take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Hand off to the back. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. From his own end zone, here we go. Oh, he eats a hit to bring an end to that return right near the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Back to the well again. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Here we go.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. That's good for a Bills 1st down. Man in motion here. 1st down, Burrow to throw. That one's cut along the left sideline. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
11.
Out Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They push it forward for a yard. That brings up 3rd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Burrow out of the shotgun. Finds Kincaid. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll try and punch it in. And it's a gain down to the 5-yard line. Give him 4 on that play, so now they've got 2nd and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
They'll hand it to him again. And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a gain down to the 1. He gets a chunk of 4 yards, leaving them just a yard from the end zone. 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Stop.
3rd time's the charm. He gets it again. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Bills cut into the lead coming out of halftime. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Bills still have a lot of work to do, Brock. It's a 20-point difference now.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Ready, shot.
Right up the gut. And he drives this forward to the 26-yard line. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Here's a give up the middle. And they had that one contained right at the line. Ed Oliver there to make the stop. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
3rd and 4 coming up now.
Hey, smash Rocco. Check up.
That's a 1st and even more past the 40. And all the way up to the 42-yard line before he stopped. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Turbo 3, kick. Hey, out.
Switching it up here. Tagovailoa to throw. Dump off caught by his back. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. We've reached the end of the third quarter on this Thursday night. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the fourth quarter. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Ready. Go,
Here's a handoff up the gut. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
And he'll have it down to almost the 10-yard line. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. He's got it! And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Here's the handoff. Punches it in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins put up even more points in a win. Far from the first time we've broken down one of his touchdowns in this game, partner, but man, they seem to get more impressive every time.
And I don't care, Kate, if they're all 1-yard plunges, if you're up over 300 yards. A 4-touchdown game will forever live among your greatest career highlights. You can go several games without even scoring one. So to get 4 in one contest, you'll never, ever forget it.
Chooses to bring this one out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 21-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Gun. Stop.
Now Burrow. Looking slant route, complete. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Bills first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Let's get set.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Stop.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. This is complete to Neighbors. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
11, Thomas. Stop.
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Buying some time right. On the run. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills putting up points in a game decided. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
He's throwing for it! And the call to go for it not rewarded as the pass falls incomplete. Butker on now to kick this one away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Set.
Simple dive up the middle. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Okay.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Step. Out.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Has the 1st and more past midfield. And he has this all the way across to the opposing 45. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Miami. Plowing up the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. They get 6, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
44. Ready. Set.
He hands it off. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3.
Ready. Ready. Set.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That's a BYOB. You got to be your own blocker. It would have taken the entire defense piling on to stop him from getting that 1st down. Well done.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
Out.
Back-to-back carries here. And they bring him to a stop, but this run gets him into the red zone down to the 15. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. Another carry for him. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to